Hello, everyone, which is probably knowing this is going to be like a very uncomfortable video. And also, I'm uncomfortable talking on camera, so it's probably going to be really weird. It's just going to be me talking about the movie 8th grade. Basically, it's 9:44 p.m. on a Sunday night. I'm ready to talk about this film. I'm doing this on Photo Booth because I feel like that's what Kayla Day would do. Actually, no, Kayla Day would use her iPhone camera or some fancy camera because she probably would invest. But whatever. What am I talking about? Okay. And I also look really scary. Okay, let's just talk about the movie because clearly this is not going the way I want it to. 8th grade. Written, directed, maybe not produced by Burnham. If you know him, it was kind of weird. It was like, oh, like, celebrities getting into film. Recently, A24 put out Jonah Hill's trailer for his like skate movies. I saw this movie recently after that had come out, and I was like, oh, I guess A24 is just trying to branch into these celebrity comedian films, and just giving them creativity, which is cool, but like sometimes, people can't create, and like then it's not cool just to be like, you're a celebrity, you'll make something fucking weird. We're A24, we specialize in fucking weird, like, here you go for it, kid. But this was like, I was very excited to see 8th grade because I knew that like Bo Burnham specifically was a comedian I really loved. I've always loved his humor. I remember being a kid and seeing like his CDs, being like, oh, who's this guy who's like, number one on the music charts, but like his music isn't music, it's like comedic music, and being really confused by it. And I remember like listening to one of his CDs on iTunes because like that used to be the cool thing. And I was like listening to a song about like being a gay Boy Scout or just like something, and I didn't really get it. And as I grew up and I saw his name reappear, I was like, wow, like this is the same guy. And I read his book, the poetry book, Egghead, which was really good. I've always liked him since. I was really fucking amped for this movie. Like I haven't been amped for a movie like this in a really long time. I read like a bunch of interviews around this movie where he was like, yeah, like I guess like, people come up to me after my shows, after I did stand-up, which if you like watch him, his stand-up is like not really stand-up and it's more of a performance aspect. He was saying like people will come up to me, and the people that were the most affected or understood like, hey, I got like what you were saying when you were talking about being self-conscious or anxious or whatever, blah, 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 were like 13, 14-year-old girls. Which sounds weird, and I was a little skeptical going into this movie. The idea of someone that age, even though like being 20 whatever is close to being 13, especially in terms of like the industry and like who's writing movies. Like he's a very, I don't even know, should we Google? Let's Google. Bo Burnham. 27. Okay, Bo Burnham's 27. So for a 27-year-old to be writing in the voice of a 13-year-old, it seems weird. How can you write as a 13-year-old? And also like the movie 8th grade is based as in, like, if Kayla, the main character, the 13-year-old of the movie or whatever, like, if she was that age today. And so to write about that as a 27-year-old and reflect on what it would be like to be a teen today seems like it would be really hard. No one knows what it's like to be a teen today except for teens today. So I was really skeptical, but, I'm also not 13. I'm older than 13. So when I'm watching this movie, I'm probably seeing it in a similar way as someone like Bo would see it, And I really, really liked it. And I don't know if I liked it because I was expecting to like it, or if maybe because I saw it and I was a little drunk and already feeling emotional. Something about it really stuck with me. Movies today need to focus, in my opinion, should focus on these stories that are like not used to being told in film. This movie just shows this girl Kayla and what she's going through, and it's really funny. It's heartwarming. The reason I think it's successful is because everyone in some way, regardless of what decade you grew up in or like how close to technology you are, can associate with the same feelings of anxiety and shyness. And I think that's important to make movies that are relevant to everyone in some sense, and just showing an 8th grader like Kayla, that's kind of a stand-in for each and every one of us, is really important, because even Kayla, like, her story is significant, and we can all relate. For me, personally, like, I don't want to spoil it. There were some really good scenes. There were some aspects of her character that, like, at some points it was almost like Kayla, the main character, was almost too shy. If someone were as shy as she is, they wouldn't have done some of the things that she did, which makes her character seem more like a character than a person. But, like, I'm not complaining, because if she really was as shy as her character seems, the movie probably would have been really fucking boring. But I really liked it. I don't want to give anything away. This is for a class project on social media. I have to upload a video. This is not, because I think I should be on YouTube. Blah, 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 disclaimer. A lot of people have been freaking out at the scene with, like, Kayla and her dad. Like, it's so great, this monologue, rivals, call me by your name, and blah, blah, blah. To me, the monologue, not a monologue, but the speech her dad gave her was, like, cute. Maybe it's because I have daddy issues that I didn't find it to be the center of the film. It just seemed kind of like, you know, generic, cool, sweet dad shit to say. But what really stuck with me personally, the monologue at the end of the movie, and I don't think this gives anything away. I won't say anything about it. That is what really got to me, and I was just overall really happy with this movie. I thought it was great. I wish we had more movies like this, and I'm really excited to see Bo Burnham breaking out of comedy into stuff like this, because as you can see, if you watch the movie, it retains the comedic voice, and you can tell, like, no one would be able to write a movie like this except for someone like him. But I love his stand-up. I love Make Happy. I love his, like, songs and stuff. But I liked this movie more. I could see a lot of people not liking it, and I can completely understand that, because it is, like, kind of different from the typical movie we're used to seeing. People might think it's more boring, or just, like, you know, what's the point? Actually, I don't know. I think it's a good movie. Chances are you might think it is too, and it's something that we need in this day. And also, like, there aren't a lot of movies that talk about technology in youth today, and, like, I know they paid a lot of special attention to the way in which, like, they portray the technology and stuff in the movie. Also, a big deal was the glow of a screen. So, like, if you're looking at, like, does this make, see how you could see the glow on my face? Nope. But you can see, like, a glow on the face, the millennial glow, which doesn't show without it. And when they do screen replacements in movies, the glow doesn't show up, but they use real screens, and I think that's cool. And I think that it will start a new conversation in film, and it's really cool. And I think that the girl that plays Kayla, whose name I can't remember, but I'll Google it, she's a great actress, and I'm excited to see what she does. And it's just generally a kind of heartwarming, nostalgic movie that maybe affected me more than it affects other normal people, but I really liked it. That's all I had to say about 8th grade. Let me know if you have any completely different opinions. Yeah, my name is Rosie. This is a movie review I'm doing for a school project that I may or may not just delete because I'm uncomfortable talking to the camera, and I have obviously a lot of acne going on, and I am very tired, and I'm kind of just rambling. But yeah, I hope you all have a great night. Maybe I'll see you later, maybe I won't. Thank you for watching. If you actually made it this far, that is insane. Chances are you didn't. Bye, love you.